5-second rule. This is another life hack that will enable you to better live your life's purpose. Stay tuned and we'll talk about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome back to Mind Shifting Academy, where a new mindset will give you new results. Today's topic is using the 5-second rule to take action needed to express your life's purpose. Now, this 5-second rule is not mine. It's Mel Robbins, and I suggest you go to YouTube and watch her video. It's very, very helpful. You'll be glad you did. It'll help change your life for the better. Basically, what this rule is, and I use it all the time with success, is that if you have an instinct to act on a goal, you basically have 5 seconds to take action, or your brain will kill the instinct. The reason for that is that your subconscious mind is super powerful. It basically guides 95% of your decision making without you even knowing it. So part of this is reprogramming your subconscious mind, and using this 5-action rule definitely helps do that. It kills the spell that your subconscious mind has over you. It is giving you back power, and giving you back the ability to reprogram, live the life you want, experience the thing that you want to express. Basically, trust your gut. When you feel these instincts, and this is for everybody, you really do want to start to teach yourself to act on them. Now, it may seem like this is just one of those YouTube or social media coaching tips that sound good but don't really work, and I'm here to tell you this thing absolutely works. You can break the spell almost every single time. It's really going to benefit you. Now, don't beat yourself up if you're not always successful at it. Again, you're building a new set of habits using this tool. Over time, you'll become stronger and stronger. You'll build more positive habits. So basically, I just wanted to share some of my own experiences with this in different areas, and I'm sure you can relate to many of these things. Now, in terms of health, one of the hardest things to do for so many people is to wake up on time. And the snooze button, you're comfortable in bed, warm, all of that, and then you've got to get up. And I've basically been doing the 5-second action countdown. I take 5 full deep breaths. I count out loud. I say go. I get up. I'm out of bed. It's not easy, but I find that I do it nonetheless, and I'm always grateful for it because it creates a day that I otherwise wouldn't have had, which creates better habits, which creates a better destiny, which creates a better life. All of that, everything kind of ripples outwards into the big picture. In terms of family, I'm a father, and I'm a grandfather too. So I have 3 sons, 4 granddaughters, and what I've learned through all of this is, as a parent and as a person responsible for a household and the finances and the guidance and everything, there are times where your children will be doing something and your instinct is to stop time for a moment and to address it. And how often have you said, I wish I had nipped that in the bud earlier, I gave that advice at that time. Again, the 5-second action countdown, you literally count out loud to yourself and then take the action. Now you might be nervous in all these different categories I'm talking about. I'm not saying you're not going to feel nerves, kind of that cold chill of nervousness or anticipation or anxiety, you know what? Do it anyway, because I found that the more I feel that, and when I do something anyway, the result is massively optimal for me. It's always led to something great, always led to some sort of demarcation and point in my life where I said, man, I'm glad that I walked through that nervousness, that I took the action anyway. Okay, what else? Business, huge. I mean, here you are, you're constantly selling some product or service, you're constantly negotiating. Everybody you talk to, it's a negotiation, whether it's somebody in your own company or somebody out there, clients, future clients, whatever. That is a time where your emotions inside of you are rolling, and sometimes it's really positive, but sometimes things you need to work on are they come to the forefront. And especially with a client, that's the time where your warning bells are going off, or something you know you should say. Do the countdown, take a deep breath, loosen up, your muscles loosen up, and then you speak. Now, I will say that I've never regretted that action. And the more I do this, the better I get at it. Again, I'm giving you examples about myself, and it's not to talk about me. It's really to show you that I'm just a guy, another guy, just like everybody else out there, men or women who experience these same things. Lifestyle. All right. The example for me would be, there was a point where my life had changed pretty drastically, and this is a little bit of the background was, now I was looking ahead into a future that was different than what I thought it was going to be. And one of the things I decided was to take adventures every year in other countries, to go to other cultures and be in other situations that aren't your typical vacation. There's a lot of reasons for that, and because you never know how much longer you have in your life. You never know how the world's going to change. I mean, look at the last year. My vacation to the Amazon for 2020 was canceled because of COVID. The point of that is, though, is my instinct was to do it. Now, I could have talked myself out of it. I could have just kept working every day and doing kind of household stuff. But I said, you know what? No. And here's a specific example. I always wanted to go inside the Great Pyramid. I didn't think anybody would want to go and do that. So I had just said on Facebook, hey, I'm going to climb inside this Great Pyramid at this time next year. And I got all these messages from people saying, hey, I want to go with you. So a group of us ended up going. We did that. We did all kinds of adventures in Egypt and Cairo and in the Red Sea and as well. All because I did the 5-second action countdown and I spoke publicly about it. I started building this trip, and one by one people joined me. And those same people, we continue to do this every year. So a 5-second action countdown led to a change in my personal lifestyle as well as friends of mine, and we've had these amazing adventures. Another area of life is love. And I'm sure every single one of you watching this can think of a time where your instincts told you something and you didn't pay attention. Okay, so what would an example be that people can relate to? Like, how about boundaries? So your instincts are like, you know what, I should talk about this, or I should set this boundary, but what the hell, things always work out, or we get along pretty good, or time will fix this thing, and it gets further and further away. It's super hard to have that kind of conversation sometimes with another person. Now I'm talking relationships. Doesn't have to be romantic, although that is what I'm talking about, but it could be just lifelong friends, people you know, things like that. And I think of the times where I took that deep breath, did the countdown, had that calm conversation, and it was all for the positive. Okay. So anyway, that is the 5-second action countdown. Again, you can watch the Mel Robbins video and see it in person. It's very, very helpful. It's going to help you change your life. What is the call to action here? Okay. If you will, subscribe to my website, mindshiftingacademy.com, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rick Boyardi World Builder. The point of this is that all of these videos, all of the postings and blogs that I do, they're all dedicated to your personal development, and that leads to our global transformation. So do it. Peace and love. I'll talk to you later.